Piranha, Ja. I don't know who is going to be driving for Team Molotov, but I guess it's going to be Piranha. He drove the first 1v1 in the game versus B2. So that could be an indicator that he's going to do the same thing again. Hopefully he can do the same trick, because he won that 1v1, of course. Here we go. After this warm-up is when we go live. The first round, the first 1v1, B2, sorry, not B2, we just had that. PIWO versus Molotov. Good luck, have fun. We are watching Molotov versus PIWO. The WTT cast. I no longer have the Molotov emote. Oh, you sub to Mario expired? Wait, that wasn't that like 5 seconds ago that you had it? Wow. Okay. Here we go. Piranha versus Ja. Piranha off to a very good start. Ja, though, still catching up. He is, not even a minute after. Oh my god. Unfortunate. But let's put our focus onto this matchup between Piranha and Ja. Ja with a little bit more speed, it feels like. But will it be enough, though? Piranha still holding on to that first place, and he will finish first. That is a win on the board for Molotov in the first round. The first 1v1. And like my chat, Fabs in chat has said, Piranha does not seem to have a flag because perhaps his internet connection. As long as that doesn't impede him from driving very, very fast, then we can live without the flag. He won the round, so I guess we're still doing okay. He has to release a little bit there, though, so he loses some time, about 0.15 at the moment behind his opponent, Ja from Team PIWO. But he is driving towards him now, getting a little bit closer. And no, he touches that pillar, and that will cost a lot of time, allowing Ja to run away with it and take that second round for themselves. And now the score is tied on this map made by Loso and Lynn Cupid. 1-1 in the first match. We go again, Ja versus Piranha. And immediately Ja makes a mistake there. And if Piranha has an eye on the splits here, then he will be able to see that he has a lot of time. He can basically do a safe round here. Doesn't really have to risk it too much. Although sometimes not risking it or not pushing it to full can also result in weird lines and mistakes. But he does seem to understand that. Is driving a solid round here and will, in fact, finish in first place. And once again, Molotov in the lead, 2-1. We go to 5 points in this 1v1. In the 2v2, we will also go to 5 points. So 3 more points to gain for Molotov, and for PIWO, we only need 4. Let's see who gets there first. Right now, they're neck and neck. Very close together. Different lines here. It looks to be Piranha coming out of it best, and Ja, in fact, touching the wall. So that is not what you want. And Piranha now taking a lead about 0.8 of a second. And that is a very generous position to be in. Going into those last turns here. Ja doing what he can to get a little bit closer, hoping for a mistake from Piranha, but it does not happen. Piranha will take first place here, extending his lead 3-1 in favor of Molotov. Two more points for Piranha, and the match will be his. It is... Now is the time for Ja to do something. If he still wants to do something. Look at those different lines. It's Piranha coming out of that with more speed. But actually now they're really neck and neck. Piranha taking a slight lead here, but it's very, very close. Ja is right there to snipe any mistake that Piranha makes. So that could still be adding a little bit of pressure to Piranha here. Ja actually with a very nice line there and will snipe that first place. 0.02 of a second between them. 43.6 is the time that they both drove. So very good round there. And Ja is closing the gap a little bit. Only now 1 point between him and Piranha. Just slightly better line, a little bit more exit speed or a little bit more inside can be all the difference. And Ja was the one who took advantage of that really nicely in last round. However, this time it is Piranha who's in first place. 0.1 between him and Ja. Let's see if Ja can repeat that little trick that he just did and get into a better position for himself. It does not look like that is going to happen. He does come a little bit closer, it seems, but not close enough. Piranha will take the point. 4-1 is a score of 43.5, which is a very nice time. Match point for Piranha. Ja wants to do something about this. It has to happen now. He needs to win 3 rounds in a row in order to win this 1v1 matchup. Of course, if Piranha already won 4 of them, that is going to be a very hard one. Especially if you make a mistake like this. 5 seconds gap. Piranha is driving towards a very comfortable victory here. Just has to... is actually doing going to the safe finish. Little bit of BMing there, knowing he has a lot of time on his opponent, and goes to the safe finish and secures the first 1v1 first match in this matchup of 4 in total. We stay on the same map. We're going for the 2v2. And 2 of each team will face off against each other. Well, let's see who that's going to be. Fight Dumb seems to be on the wrong team. In blue, surely that will be remedied very, very soon. Because, of course, he just joined the server. So he will surely be switching teams. We have Wardrov and Bitedum. Actually, Wardrov and Alpha are at the moment warming up. We also have Floyd ready to go. So, is this another Bite Dumb Floyd situation for Molotov? I think that was the situation last time in the 2v2, which they won. Both driving very well. When one of them made a mistake, the other would pick up the slack. That was a very nice team up. Let's see if they can repeat that little trick that they did. Let's see. I think we go live after this warm-up. We have 2 warm-ups in total, so this one is 30 more seconds. We have another warm-up of about 70 seconds, and after that we will go live with the 2v2. Ooh. Babs, you have to buy some balls. Do you know how to do that? I will show you if you don't. This, and then you do poke catch again. Or type whatever number you want, obviously. You can also just buy 1 if you don't have the money. There you go. And now you gotta do the catch again, of course. There you go. Nice. Last warm-up, 50 seconds. We have Bite Dumb Floyd, same duo as a last 2v2 versus Wardrov and Alpha. And I do hope once again that I am pronouncing these names correctly. If not, feel free to correct me. If nobody corrects me, I'm going to assume I'm doing it right. 20 more seconds. They can just do the start one more time. See how that feels. Nobody caught it. Unfortunate. Unlucky. Here we go. Good luck. Have fun. To both teams. And we're off. We have Wardrov and Alpha from Team PIWO versus Bite Dumb and Floyd from Team Molotov. You want to reach 5 points as a team. That will get you the victory. If you do that before the other team did, you will win this 2v2 and get a point in the overall standing for your team. Molotov won the 1v1 that was just before this. So they're already 1 point ahead. However, this time it is Wardrov from Team PIWO in first place. All drivers are very, very close together, though. Bite Dumb taking over first place and will actually... Whoa! And it is Floyd who takes over second place because of that mistake right at the ending there. We start with an ace for Molotov. And of course, that is a very nice start. Here we go. Second round. That is very unfortunate for PIWO. Let's see if they can get it together and get that point back on the board. Let's take a look at Bite Dumb here, or at Floyd, then we can see everybody nicely. Floyd with a little bit of a gap between him and the first 3. Bite Dumb now taking over first place from Wardrov, but he has 2 players, 2 drivers for PIWO in his neck. Breathing down his neck here, it is Wardrov who makes a mistake. Bite Dumb will secure first place with a 43.8, very closely followed by Alpha, only 1/100th of a second. But Wardrov will end up in 4th place, and it's another win for Molotov because of it. 2-0. And this one also goes to 5 points, so only 3 points away from another victory here. Floyd having to release a little bit there in that turn, correcting his line. It is Bite Dumb still in first place, closely followed by Alpha. and Floyd in third place here. However, Wardrobe now with a nice line passing the player of Molotov, but now Floyd once again passing both members of PIWO. Can he hold on to it? He can't. That is another ace. Bitedom with a PB of 43.738. GG on that one. And 3-1 is the score. We only have 2 more points for Molotov, and they will take this map. If PIWO wants to do something about this, they have to do it now. Otherwise, it is going to be very, very hard. And Floyd now having to release a little bit, adjusting his line there. So that opens the door slightly for Alpha and Wardrobe. And it is Bitedom now with the mistake. And now that is exactly what Wardrobe and Alpha were looking for. If they can both stay ahead of Floyd here, they will take the ace. And if they can avoid Floyd being in first place, they will take this round for themselves. Wardrobe will secure first place. Floyd does manage to snipe second place from Alpha, but Wardrobe manages to stay ahead. They will take the round, and that puts them on the board. 3-1 is now the score. They close the gap a little bit. Still 3-0 for Molotov. Floyd now with a mistake right at the start. That is exactly what Wardrobe and Alpha are looking for here. They are now in first and second place. Bitedom close behind, but needs to push it in order to overtake at least one of them. There we go. He got one. He has Alpha. It is Wardrobe now, I think, with a mistake there. He clipped something. And what can I see here? There we go. Alpha now very, very close behind Bitedom. It is not enough. Cannot take over. Bitedom will secure first place here, and that secures the tie. Because Floyd made that mistake very early in the round, but Bitedom limits the damage. Limits the damage. No one gets a point. And we are still 3-1. And that is what a team is all about. When you make a mistake, the other one is there to pick up the slack. And that's exactly what Bitedom did. So very well played. Here we go. Another fresh round. All 4 members very close together now. Take a look from here. 4th position. Bitedom at the moment in first place. Floyd seems to be adjusting his line there a little bit. It's a little bit weird. He loses some time over that. And it is Bitedom still in first place, but only 7,000. And there we go. He does manage to keep that first place. We have another tie. So nobody will get a point again. Very, very close matchup here. Let's take a look at Alpha. It's Alpha TM from France. Let's see what Wardrobe is. I think that is Switzerland. Unless my flag's knowledge is eluding me at the moment. Floyd is in first place together with Alpha, and they're fighting it out. Wardrobe is in third. Floyd will take over first place again. Will he manage to hold on to it? Because Bitedom made a mistake here. It is very close. Wardrobe comes close, but not close enough. Floyd with the excellent defense. Bitedom making the mistake there. 4.6 seconds. And Floyd managed to defend that first position. And it is another tie. So we are still 3-1 now. I think that is, what, 3 in a row? Yeah, that is Switzerland, right? Yeah, exactly. Wardrobe now with the mistake goes a little bit too tight. Immediately clips. And that is going to be unfortunate. Floyd also has to hard respawn, actually. Unfortunate. We're looking at... We see Alpha clipping now, gets overtaken by his own teammate. What a messy round this is. Bite Dump seems to be the only one who has not made a mistake, or if he did, I am not certain. At least he's still in first place. Wardrobe close behind, but Bite Dump will likely stay in first position here. There he goes. We have another tie. Hey, Linko. Welcome, welcome. We are watching the match Molotov versus PIWO. And it is very close. I think we've had 4 or 5 ties in a row now. The drawer. Here we go again. Wardrobe and Alpha. Probably getting sick of those draws. Would love to get a point, another point on the board here, but they still have to make that happen first. Floyd makes a mistake. Will lose a lot of time here. It is now up to Bite Dump to get first place, but he clips the inside of that turn here. This is exactly what PIWO was looking for. If they can keep this position, if they get through this without mistakes, they will take the ace and they will get another point on the board. That might open up some momentum for them in order to take that back, and they will secure first and second place here. 2-3. For the first time in 5 rounds, we have another point again. Something that's not a draw. Next round. Still, only 2 points needed for Molotov to close this out. But they can't quite make it happen. They've been looking at that score for a long time. Here we go. Bite Dump now with a good line. Takes a good speed there. Very close to that inside of that turn there, and he will take first place. I think it is Wardrobe who had to release just a little bit. No, Bite Dump slows down just at the end there. It is, and that's it. They're just tying it up right there. 3-3. They just come back. They got the momentum, and they just come back. They tie it up. And if Molotov is not careful now, they will lose this 2v2. Because at the moment, the momentum is in favor of the blue team, Alpha and Wardrobe. However, they are making mistakes now. Both of them made a mistake, and that puts Floyd and Bite Dump in a very nice position with a second between them and the following team. Can they hold on to this? Look at the gap. This is Alpha in 3rd position, and Floyd and Bite Dump have an easy win here if they manage to. They do manage. That is not the momentum boost that PIWO was looking for, but a very strong answer from Molotov and saying, hold on a minute, you're getting a little too comfortable. Let us put a stop to that right now. And that puts them on match point. If they get one more win, they will, in fact, win this matchup, this 2v2. So it's now or never for Wardrobe and Alpha. That also puts some pressure on them, and pressure makes you do silly things sometimes. Let's hope they can keep their heads together. There we go. Alpha makes the mistake. Wardrobe has to get first place now, and he clips. Floyd takes over. Bite Dump also. This is disaster for PIWO. But fairy tale for Molotov. Here they go. Hand in hand they go over the finish line, and they will close it out 3-5. The 2v2 is finished. GG. What a round. They are going fast indeed. Okay, we're going to the next map, I think. Let's see if I have any info for that. I think we're going to the next map. Yeah, map 2. And then we have a 3v3 waiting for us. PIWO. Hey, Annie. Beer. Yeah, I heard it meant something like cheers or something. PIWO. Is it like that? Do I say that right? Also, hi, Annie. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Flamey! My dude, you gotta do poke start and then poke catch again. Get your train pass. Alright, we have our first 3v3 in this match. Versus, we have PIWO versus Molotov. But yeah, Annie, am I saying that correctly? PIWO? Is it just like that? Does it mean cheers or beer? I hope I say it right. Means beer. Yeah, am I saying it right? PIWO. Am I saying it right is what I want to know. I guess so. Yes? Okay, PIWO. Nice, nice, nice. We're ready. Okay. Nalux, by the way. Oh, my father is calling. We're gonna have to close that. Tell him I am streaming right now. Nalux, by the way, was a member of Molotov before all this. So he is now playing against his former teammates. Let me just reply to my father quickly before he wonders why I hung up on him. Here we go. I just told him. Let's go. Nice. Hey, he calls. I can't pick up now. That would be weird. We're going live after the warm-up. Your conspiracy theory was right. It probably was, yes. Nalix is the founder? Yeah, he is the Polish guy, right? Yeah, yeah. He is, he is. One more warm-up after this. I'm not sure yet who is going to be driving. We have Akrosh from Kenya, who is, of course, Epos. A very, very fast player. Did very well in the World Cup. I interviewed him during Gamax, actually. Or was it... it was in Gamax. It was, yeah. It's a very nice guy. Very cool accent. And now he is no longer driving. Oh, there we go. He's driving. Let's see. We've got... I don't know who's driving. We've got Hank from Sweden. Hankum. We've got Jorday. We've got Nalax. Marina is warming up. Of course, Epos is warming up. Piranha's warming up. So I have no idea yet who's going to be driving because everybody's warming up. So we'll just have to see. Bebutith? Is that how I say that? Can someone confirm? Bebutith? I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name. Looking at Piranha now, who of course won both his 1v1s today, so very good job on him. He's already having a good match today. Good luck, have fun. Here we go. The 3v3. We don't know yet who's driving. We will find out as soon as the match starts. We have Jorday, we have Epos, and we have Marina on the side of Molotov. And we have Henkan Bebuti and who's the last? Nalex on the side of PIWO. I see a mistake there. It is a red name. Not quite sure who it was. We'll find out later. Right now we're looking at Epos in first place. And Bebutit and Henkan trying to close that gap here. Nalex taking over the spot that Marina had previously. Can she get it back? It doesn't look like it. That is gonna be very tough for, let's see, quick math. If you are first and fifth and sixth, I don't think you make it. No, you don't. Blue wins the round. PIWO takes the first point on the board. We go to 7 points, by the way, in this 3v3. So we can no longer go to 5. You have to get 7 points in order to win your matchup. So the stakes are a little bit higher. We have a good start now from the Molotov drivers. Epos and Jorday in a good spot. Bebuti taken over third place there, but Marina has a nice line and takes that right back. Here we go. Let's take a look at Bebuti here in third place. Chasing down Jorday. Might have a good line here. Oh, but now he clipped a little bit. Nalex now taking over, and Marina making a mistake there. No, it is Epos who actually crashes the finish and finishes in last place. Jorday will take the win with a 48.5. But my goodness, Blue wins the round again because of that mistake that Epos made. That is costly. Costly mistake. Drives a very good round, but then crashes the finish. Unfortunate. 2-0 in favor of PIWO. Surely Epos will have an opinion about that and is determined now to not let that happen again. Bebuti makes a mistake here and loses a lot of time. Nalex is in first place. Can I find Henkan also crashing? I'm trying to find a position or a camera angle that works. Here we go. This position is good for Molotov. Nalex is, even if Nalex is in first place, this will be a win for Molotov. Nalex will take first, but spot 2, 3, and 4 are all for Molotov. So they will take their first point in this 3v3 matchup on this map called Shipment. Of 48.4. Not the fastest time, but it is enough to win the round. So that's all you need, really. 2-1 is the score. And Nalex with a very nice first place there. Here we go. Epos and Jorday. Good first and second place. Epos, who we know, of course, can be very, very fast. But can he hit the finish? Or rather, not hit the finish. That would be helpful. Nalex in third place is trying to hunt down the Molotov drivers. Is not able to take an extra spot. So first and second place will go to Molotov. And with Marina in fifth place, that is enough for Molotov to take another point. They tie it up. It is now 2-2. Next round. Liffy's still here? I'm not sure. Liffy. Dink donk. Molchek, are you here? Babs needs you. Alright, let's go into the next round. We have Epos and Beboutif in first and second. Jourdain, however, is also in there. And Nalax is also contesting that position. Jourdain now falls back a bit, so he has to concede that position. Beboutif is now chasing down Epos. Will he be able to catch this very, very fast player who did so well in the World Cup? And of course the Racer Summit. That was the one I was looking for. I couldn't find the name. Here we go. He does manage to take first place. Jourdain in third and Marina in fifth. That is a win for Molotov, and a 48.1 is a very fast time by Epos. And they take the lead now for the first time in this matchup. Molotov is 3-2. Take a look at Henkon. Jourdain now making a mistake. Falling back a few places. And that will hurt the position immensely. It is Epos once again in first. Nalax and Beboutif are chasing down. Marina will hopefully get that third place. Unfortunate. Didn't happen. She will get fourth, but Epos got first. I can't do these quick maths. Blue wins the round. We tie it up again. See, this is quick maths not working. I'm not sure of the point system. But we have another round here. We're looking at Marina now, who is in second place behind her teammate Epos. Won 2 wins, 1, 3, 6 as well. All right, thank you. 2, 3, 4 also wins. Nice. All right. Here we go. Epos is about to take another first place. Marina will take a second place. That is very nice. Nalax in third. Jourdain takes fourth. That is a win for Molotov, and they put themselves 3-4. And remember, we're not going to 5 points, so they're not on match point yet. They're going to 7 points, so 3 more to go. But that is a very, very good point to get. We go again. Looking at Jourdain, who is following Nalax closely. Nalax, who is in first position. But the field is very, very close together still. Epos seems to take over that first place from Nalax. And Henkon is also chasing. Can't quite get closer because Epos is just really, really fast. I see a mistake there. I think it was Nalax who falls out of the top 5. And it is now... No! Epos crashes that last turn. Jourdain will still get first place. But I think, yeah, this is still a win. 1, 3, 6. Yes. That wins. Quick maths. Wow, an unfortunate mistake by Epos, but his team was close enough to pick up the slack, and they still managed to take the point. It is now 3-5. If PIWO wins this round, that'll be the first round or match that Molotov will lose today, actually. I think I saw someone crash. Yeah, it was Nalax who made a mistake there and fell off the track, sort of. Also, Jourdain 1.3 behind. That is a bit of a gap. It is Epos and Beboutif now in first and second place. But Henkon is very, very close. And Beboutif gets the nose slide. So it's now up to Henkon to see if he can maybe do something here. No, it doesn't look like it. Epos will take that first place. Jourdain in third and Marina in fourth place. with a 48.1, a very nice time. That is another point, and that does put them on match point, or at least map point. Actually, yeah, match point, because they already got 2 points in the previous round, so if they get another 2 points, it is no longer possible for PIWO to make their way back, even if they win the next 3v3. But of course, we will still play that for just a leaderboard overall, even if Molotov wins it now. But still, they have to get that last round and see if they can make it happen. It is at the moment Epos and Jorday in first and second place, so they're doing quite well. Nalax is 0.8 behind, and also Marina is a second behind. So something went wrong there with those two. Not sure what, we missed it, but Jorday and Epos will secure this victory here and putting the score 3-7, and the first 3v3 is on the board for Molotov. We will go to another 3v3 on a different map, but the first one is in the bag. Very, very nice. GG. GG. All right, we go to the last map of the matches today. It's kind of fast. Here we go. This is Exiled, map made by Wizzy. Here we have Javzo from the Netherlands showing off his car. Flamey car. Played better that round. Yeah, Marina, you did good. GG. Here we are on Exiled. With that wood in between there. The jump scare, I call it. I see Steg warming up. Sox is warming up. Jovso's warming up. We have Matt TM. That is not Matt the Brazilian. It's a different Matt. This one is from the United Kingdom. We have Ja driving at the moment. Matt is driving. Who else is driving for PIWO? I'm not sure. Nalix is also driving, so he might be driving another 3v3. I'm not sure who is going to be driving. Live after the warm-up. Okay, so we are in the last warm-up right now, the last minute. And then we go to the last round of today's matches. It's shot calls and mute stream again. Okie dokie. Good luck, Marina. Go do your thing. Marina is, I think, now in a manager position of Molotov. Flamey, can you tell me more about that? Because I think that used to be your position. So what's happening? What is happening? Ten more seconds. And we go. Good luck, have fun. The last matchup of today, a 3v3 between PIWO and Molotov. Let's see who is going to be driving. It's going to be a surprise. I see Nalux. I see Matt. I see Ja for PIWO. I see Steg, Javso, and Sox for Molotov. Those are your drivers. They will be battling it out. Here's your wood jump scare moment. Ja has a very nice start, far ahead of everyone else. And Nalux is in hot pursuit, but so is Javso, the Dutchman. And let's see who can close it out best. Here we got that part where you do not want airtime. They all come through it nicely. Ja still in first position, Javso in second if they finish like this. Socks actually coming out of nowhere, almost sniping that third place. Could not quite make it happen though. Steg in sixth place, so this is a win for Team PIWO. Unfortunate for Molotov, but that was a very strong start from Ja, especially, who has actually driven a PB just now. 48.3, which is very, very fast. So that was a very strong start right out the gate. Here we go again. He has a good start again, but it is his teammate Nalux who makes a mistake, but also Socks makes that same mistake. They probably the same spot. So here we go, looking at Ja now in the lead. And let's see what he does on that, on this sausage bump here. Gets the airtime. That is not what you want to see. That might open the door for someone to take over, but they were all so far behind that it doesn't matter. Steg will get second place. Javso and Socks will get second and third, and that means that the point will go to Molotov. Nice. They tie it up. Also, this one will go to 7 points. And if you happen to hear purring, I apologize. There's a cat on my lap at the moment. So yeah. Here's the wood jump scare. Matt is coming through it first. Ja in second place. And Steg is also very, very close behind. Trying to take a spot away from one of them at least, and hopefully two. Has to release a little bit, it seems, but there's that spot coming up with that sausage bump that you have to get over without airtime. And will they manage? All three of them manage to get through it nicely, but Steg does come through with a lot of speed. It looks like he will take over second place from Matt, and Socks will be in fourth. This is, however, a win for PIWO, and they will once again take the lead 2-1. Very nice time. Ja once again driving a 48.2. Driving very well and very consistent also. He is definitely one of the fastest on this map. Look at him, he's already got a 0.15 gap between him and everybody else. Javso, Socks, and Steg are doing what they can to catch him, but he is just really, really fast. Very good lines. Let's take a look at Steg's point of view, or maybe not because he's blinking. Nalux. Steg is still there. He's just, you know, teleporting strats. And Ja is actually overtaken by Javso here with a 48.4. Very nice time. 300ths of a second in front of Ja here. And again, Molotov takes this round. And they tie it up again. 2-2. We're also going to 7 points. Someone touched. Was that Ja who touched? I think so, yes. Ja touched. So he can't fail. He is fast, but he did make a mistake there. Nalux now has to try and pick up the slack, but he crashes as well. And it is now 3 drivers of Molotov in 1, 2, and 3, with Ja right behind, trying to get some kind of something here. All of them get through the bump all right. And Ja might actually take a 3rd place here. Not quite. An ace for Molotov, and that is a very dominant round here. Javso in first with a 48.6. And Molotov takes the lead 3-2. They only need 4 more points in order to win this round or this matchup. And if they win this matchup, that will be a perfect score for today. We have Ja here, who is making a mistake now. And and now also it was, I think, who was it? Steg, I think, who crashes, and now it is Sox and Javso. If they make it in this position 1 and 2, they will still be okay. So Nalax has to... Oh, and he crashes. I was gonna say he has to do something here. He has to catch one of them in order to just get something. Well, Matt has overtaken one of them. Sox in third. What do we got here? Steg will be in 4th place with a 4-second gap. And this time it was Ja TM, who has been performing really well up till now, who did the mistake. And we have another point from Molotov, and they expand their lead. It's now 2 points difference. 2-4. Nalax has to respawn. That is unfortunate. Matt also has made a mistake. It is now Ja as the only one in the top 4 still. The rest of his teammates are 1.5 seconds behind. So even if he finishes in first place, the point will go to Molotov like this. Let's see. Steg and Javso are in 2nd and 3rd place. They don't even have to try to overtake him. They just have to finish like this, and so does Sox. And the point will go to them, and then their teammates are probably telling them all about that. Ja with another PB of 48.0. That is 0.4 faster than anyone else has driven in these rounds today. So that is definitely a very, very strong performance to be that fast in rounds all the time. Unfortunately, it's not enough to get the point. 2-5. I saw someone crash here. I'm not sure who it was. It was... I don't know who it was. It was, Matt. Yeah, it was Matt. He was a little bit behind. Ja, once again, in first place. But he has 3 Molotov drivers right behind him. And behind that is Nalax in 5th position. I see someone crash into... Nalax crashed into the checkpoint. So Ja will once again get first position here. But he is followed by 3 Molotov members. And that will put them on match point 2-6. 2-6. A 48.3. This is possibly the last round. If Molotov wins this round, this will be the last round of matches today. Javso with the gear down. Ja did not get the gear down, and he is gone. Javso touches. There's so many mistakes now. Matt actually in 2nd place now. If they finish like this, this will be a very, very good thing for PIWO, because they will still be in it. So it's very important that Matt keeps this position right now. See if he can hold on to it. Do not get airtime is the mission here. They get through it nicely. They should be able to finish this in 1 and 2. That will win them the round. Javso, Sox, and Steg in 3, 4, and 5. Nalax in 6th position, but it doesn't matter. 3-6. They are still in it. They're still in it. But they have to win every round from now on. PIWO has to win every round. Let's take a look at Ja, who is so fast here. the jump scare on the wood. And just like that, he's in first place. Nulux has made a mistake. He's a little bit behind. Matt is also a little bit behind. Also, Stag is no longer in that first group here. So, Jufso now trying to not let that gap between him and Ja get too far. They both get through that bump all right. Ja will finish in first place, as he has done so many times in this map. Matt will be third. Sox is in third place. Nulix in 5, and that means the point goes to PIWO, I think. Yes. Four to 6. They're still here. Maybe the glorious comeback is happening now. They still have to win 3 more rounds. Let's take a look at Sox here. Look at Ja, he's just so far ahead. He is so much faster than anyone else on this map. It's actually crazy. Jufso is in second place. Sox is in third now. They need to overtake Ja, or it's gonna be another point for PIWO. But Jufso is doing what he can, but he just can't get closer. Very good round by Jufso, but it's not enough. A 48.0. Jufso driving a 48.2, which is also very, very fast. Ja is just incredibly fast here. Another win for PIWO, and they close the gap to only 1 point. They only need 2 more points. They can't win the match anymore, but they can win the map and get the 2 points for themselves. Let's see if they can do it. Ja is certainly driving very well here. Sox getting the gear down. I think most of them got the gear down here. Different lines here. Nulix and Ja now in first and second. Let's take a look from here. If Ja or Nulix now make a mistake, there's a lot of Molotov members very close behind to catch that mistake and to pounce on that. And it does look like Nulix falls out of that front group. If they finish like this, it is actually going to be over. Can Jufso hold on to it? There it is. That's it. That's the match. With a very, very strong performance. Ja takes first place on this map, but unfortunately for him, it is not enough. Jufso, Sox, and Stag are in second, third, and fourth. And that is the point for Molotov. With a perfect score today, they actually won every single match, which is a very good performance. GG, bite dumb, well played. GG, everyone. Let me say bye to everyone. Wow. Very nice matches to watch. I hope you all had fun as well. That was very cool. I think this happens every week, right? I'm looking at the Molotov members in chat to tell us more about this particular tournament. I think this happens every week. Let me just go back. Or between 1 and 2 matches per week. Okay, okay. All right. That was very good. Everybody's leaving. GG. Cool.